So y'all ready? Y'all ready to hear this story? Alright, so this is my story, my experience in Nigeria airport. Let's get into it. So, story time. So I want to start. Okay, once I got into Nigeria and got to the airport, and for anybody that don't know, maybe this is your first time ever watching this video. My wife is Nigerian, so we was going to Nigeria to a wedding. Uh, So, uh, so once we got to Nigeria, got there to the airport. I think it was late. Yeah, it was very late. I can't remember what time it was. So you have to go through all the process of, I'm American, so I'm going there on a visa. So I have to go through all the line and everything and the process. I see some people are getting pulled to the side and things like that to pull to a separate room, and you don't really know what's gonna happen. You're like, I'm just like in just a mind blown shock, late, tired from the trip, because we took how many? Okay, we had to get on one plane to get to this place, one plane to get to this place, then we went there to finally to Nigeria. So yeah, so it was a long trip. But once we got there, I was just still in shock. Like I'm here, I'm in Africa, um, I'm in Nigeria. So we go through the airport. I'm just looking around. So we finally get to the place of once we like get past, they see the passport. Um, we have our daughter, which she's not even one at the time. So she's still young, and it's like we carrying all these different things that we have to carry with us on the plane. So we finally get through. So now we're going to get our suitcase. Now we go to get our suitcase. So now here comes the Nigerian experience that you will get if you go to Nigeria. So it's random person. I assume he worked there, but I don't know. As 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 I have learned, there'll be people just trying to help you to make a hustle. So I think it was a guy. He was helping us. Yes, it was a guy. He was helping us to help find our bag. Not that we really needed his help. Just saying, we didn't really need his help, but he wanted to help. I have, my wife said sometimes they can pick up on. Of course, they picked up on real quick that I was not Nigerian, even though I was dressed in like the traditional clothes, like the African culture outfits and stuff like that. But it didn't. It didn't really work. It didn't go too well. But that's all. That's all right. I tried to blend in as much as I could, but uh, as soon as I talk or anything, just the way I look, I don't, I don't. So we get there. We looking for our suitcase. So we find every one of them. But I remember it was one of the suitcase that we saw, and we was like, I don't know if that's ours. But the guy was like, um, he just threw it back up onto the thing where the suitcase goes around or whatever. So, uh, but he was helping us, so we wasn't like. And remember, we on this long trip. It's probably a whole day. I'm assuming over 24 hours, probably because of we had to stay at one airport, went to another airport. So yeah, we looking at a whole day of not really good sleep, just sleeping on the plane, and so things like that. So we we don't find my wife's suitcase, one of her suitcase. She has one, but one of her suitcase that has a lot of stuff that she needs, she doesn't have it. So the whole time we're looking for that suitcase. So eventually we go find somebody. Well, let me get to the guy, the guy that was helping. So he wanted us to go get one of those like a pushing cart to put our stuff on. So he's trying to get more money from us to be able to get the thing. Now, let's just be honest. I don't know the guy worked there or not, but he's acting as he worked there, which, as my wife said, um, they'll just help you. It's different from like other airports. Most airports don't do that. If somebody's working there, they're just gonna help you. They're gonna help you. They're not looking for no extra type of, trying to make a hustle. So I guess he was trying to get some money. He was like, um, you can give me $10 or something, because I didn't have the Nigerian money at that time. So we didn't want to like pull out any American money because we didn't want to show money, right away or anything like that. Because, crazy people in this world. But so my wife seen somebody that she knew um, from Nigeria. So he had some like narrows, like the narrow cash, which their money is less than American dollars. So he gave us some narrows to get the cart to whatever to put our suitcase on. And the other guy, I don't know what happened to him, where he went. I can't remember. I guess he went on to hustle somebody else or something. I'm not sure. But we got one suitcase that's still at the airport. And reason why is because we allowed somebody to help us, and they was rushing kind of, and we actually picked up the suitcase that I remember, and we put it back, but we didn't think it was ours. So the whole time we're asking people, that my wife is talking to different people, and now we're waiting on her family to come pick us up at the airport. So they eventually get there, and we have to write a report, whatever, about our suitcase being missing, one of the suitcase being missing. So that was a hard process, whatever. So eventually we leave, we go to the car, getting ready to go to where we are staying. So as we're leaving, and when we go out to the car, oh, this is like nothing I ever seen before. Like, it was like mayhem. It was like people was everywhere, and people was trying to help. Like, oh, you need a ride, you need this, you need that, you need a ride, you need help. And like, people was just helping us push our carts all the way to the car, like, because they wanted money. They wanted you to tip them, and we didn't even ask them for help. They was just, you need help, just help. And it was like, it was crazy because I never seen this. Like, oh my gosh, like, really? Like, and it was scary for a second. Hey, I'm just gonna be honest, man. I seen like people that was supposed to be security was like not looking like security, but it was all love. It was all love. It was all love. It was a great experience, but it is different. But it was a great experience. But I don't want to speak too much about it. I think that's my Nigerian airport experience. So that's my story. And I technically I should do a part two, tell you my experience going back when I had to leave the airport, but because that was an interesting stories with that too. So I don't know. I might do part two. You guys let me know if y'all want to hear part two of going back, leaving Nigeria to go back to America. So that was an experience too. So that's all for this video. Yeah, peace.